We always do that. What's up, everybody? What's up, Siri? How you doing, man?
Man, I am chomping at the bit right now, dude. You're gonna have to cut me off, man, to do our sponsors and our ads and all our good stuff, because I am so chomping at the bit right now to just blab my freaking mouth. But I just do want to say thank you to everybody that's been here since last year, and all the new cats, all our new family, GMB, Crypto Homes. You guys are awesome. You guys are motivation to keep us going.
Okay,
and dude, it's been a long run since 15,000, bro. All I got to say is we've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for this, bro. This is what we've been waiting for.
Yes, we have, man. And it feels good, dude. It feels good. You know, a lot of people were quiet today and yesterday at work.
Hush, hush.
So a lot of hush hush. You know, they look at us like we're crazy, man, when we're talking about the markets and how everybody that, you know, get into crypto, buy Bitcoin, and they think we're crazy. And then, you know, go from 15,000 to freaking 77,000. And we're not so crazy now. But it's all good,
no,
man.
Now we're lucky. Now we're lucky.
Yep. Now we're lucky. Now we're lucky.
Just
man.
Lucky.
Yeah. Now we're lucky, man. But what a victory we got the other day, guys. Yesterday, we got a nice little victory. No matter what side you're on, if you're left, if you're right, conservative, whatever, it doesn't matter. That was a victory for crypto, man. And that's what it's all about, dude. We want to see us advance. We want to grow, dude. We want everybody to get a little more exposure, you know, to crypto, Web3, gaming, all that stuff, man. Huge win. And you can see it in the charts, man. You can see it in the charts, and it felt really good. So I'm excited, man. I'm happy about that, dude. How you feeling, Thierry?
Man, I'm thrilled, and I'm actually at the same time, you know, it's exciting, but it's like we're going to dive into this after we go over some of the treasure stuff that we got for you guys. But some of what we want to get into tonight is what we talked about last week, because we're not even going to waste time. You know, you guys come here because you expect the real deal, and that's what you get from the Crypto Remora. And you know, the part of the real deal was, and we said this at 15K. We said this time when the market goes up, we ain't playing. We're taking profits, and we're going to tell you, GMB, don't get me all hyped up, GMB, because you know I will.
I'm like,
GMB's like, GMB's hyping me. Don't get me started up in here.
He will too, guys.
Diogo, what is up, Diogo? Get me all twisted, man. Here's the real
long night. We got a lot of
real
time for
deal,
that.
gentlemen. Here's the real deal. I'm gonna tell you right now. I took some profits off the table today. Like, I've trained myself, not even messing around. But you're talking about. I'll get into the specifics with you guys about the low cap meme coins. I'm talking about where I took my profits, why I took my profits. Okay. And I don't want people to go, oh my God, you're taking profits now. It's part of the training process for this bull run. I'm not getting played like last time, and I'm not going to let you guys get played too. So we're going to definitely important things to talk about. Profit taking 101. We're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about some trading. We're going to talk about some treasure alpha. Wes probably has a few things he wants to talk about. That's the main stuff I want to bring to the table tonight. But yeah, dude, Papa Pal, did you watch him earlier? He was making a speech.
Yeah,
I was trying to find the highlights of it, because I can't listen to him for 2.5 hours. So I was trying to find the highlights. What happened, bro? Like, maybe you can bring some clarity. What happened with the rates? Did anything even happen?
Yeah, they cut the rates by a quarter, from what I understand.
So not 50 basis point, 25 basis point.
No, it was 25 basis points.
Okay.
I think, I'm pretty sure, bro. That's the last thing I saw.
Okay, good. That's all I wanted to know. I'm like, I don't want to listen to him for 2 hours. Just tell me what the meat and potatoes is, bro.
So what did something happen? Or you were just saying you didn't?
No. I was in the middle of a couple of trades, and I saw on YouTube like live Papa Pal, and then I thought I was watching it live, but it was 2 hours ago, and I'm like, well, shit, this already happened. So I don't need to sit here and watch this. Like, what did he say? Right. And I couldn't find anyone with the highlights, so I was just like, I didn't know what happened with that yet. But yeah, dude, 75, dude, we're about to crack 76,000 on stream. Bitcoin's been ripping. Total globals at 2.675. Ladies and gentlemen, you realize that's only $25 billion away from being at 2.7. Okay, 2.7. You might as well say 3, baby. You're right there at that 3 trade. That's all-time high total global market cap we're about to crack.
Yes, sir.
And yes, Bitcoin is still kind of just under, right? Not even close to 83. 83, 86 is, $10,000 away, but it's not that close to it. And the total global is kind of low. So the dominance is acting a little funny. ETH is getting a rip. Shout out to everybody who didn't listen to the influencers last week and listen to us. And we told you not to sell your friggin' ETH. And look what happened. See, everybody FOMO'd in. Solana had a nice little pump, but it's, and it's doing okay. 196, not bad. But ETH had a rip ass tear up, about $400, $500, $600 up.
Yeah.
And so that would have been a good move had you listened to what we were warning you not to sell your ETH. But yeah, let's we got some news to go over with treasure stuff first, but then we're going to get into some of this meat and potatoes.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to look at, guys. Victory. We got the victory for crypto. Bitcoin's in uncharted territory. We're going to look at that. Sierra's got some alpha for us, man. Got some low cap gems we're going to look at. So I'm excited about that as well. And then this treasure stuff, man. Treasure stuff. Cody. All right, I say Cody. I don't know why I always do that. Knights of the Ether. KOTE. They just came out, guys, and I believe we talked about this like 2 streams ago. They just came out with Dream Protocol, and today they announced that they had they're doing a rebranding, which is going to be. Let me grab my notes here. So they rebranded to the Dreaming ecosystem, and that's going to be everything. There's going to be the Dream Runner. Let's see. the Dream Runner, then they're going to have the Dream Protocol within that, and then obviously Blightfelt, which is their deck builder game. Really cool, man. So Siri, they had their AMA today, and Fluke, he dropped some alpha for us, so we got some alpha here. I need to go back in and finish listening to it, Siri, and I'll send a link as well. But it's cool, man. So they redid everything. They're gonna have the deck builder game. They've rearranged a bunch of stuff, man. They have the summoning stones or whatever. It's PvP. You're gonna be able to play with a bunch of other people. They're gonna have some different upgrades, different testing for Blightfelt, different mechanics, some things that changed around there. And then, am I reading the right notes here? Okay, and then Dream Protocol. So Dream Protocol is the one, I'm going to pull it up actually right here.
Gotta move this fan real quick.
All right, so this is the post that we talked about like 2 streams ago, right? They're talking about having the Dream Protocol and entering these, the AI agents, user-generated content, APCs, all that stuff. Dream Protocol, this is something they've been building since January, dude. This has been in the pipeline since January. And pretty much what it is you're going to be able to use AI. You're going to be able to create your own cards. You're going to be able to mint that card on chain. And the coolest part about this that really struck my attention here was not only can you create your own card with the AI, you can animate your card, you can add sound effects to it. And it's funny, guys, you know that we love our lost donkeys. I mean, we love our donkeys, man. Hee-haw, baby, hee-haw. And during the AMA, Fluke actually did that, dude. He said, he's like, listen, you can add sound effects to your card. So after you create your card, mint it, you can take it back to Blightfelt, the deck builder, and you can use that card in Blightfelt in the PvP. And not only that, dude, you can create like a donkey. And he was saying, like, if you bring the donkey onto Blightfelt, you can give it the sound effect just doing hee-haw, so every time you use the card, there's that hee-haw. And I was just like, dude, that's dope, man. That's dope. And it's just cool, man, to see them like integrating these different projects, these different OG projects, man. So mad respect to Fluke and the team over there for that. But I thought that was really cool, man. And then you're going to be able to bring that to Blightfelt. That's when you'll be able to upgrade it to a donkey and give it the hee-haw sound effects. The Dream Runner, that's the one that we tested out a little bit. That is going to be the ARPG, which is the action role-playing game. It's going to be multiplayer. You're going to have your own dream layer where you start off, it's the dream layer. You got your character, you got your weapon, and you're running around. I'll see if I can find a video, but you're running around and you get your dream zone. You can decorate your dream zone. It's pretty much like how the Beacon had their houses or their huts or whatever. And how you could bring furniture in and decorate your own house or whatever. So it's going to be something kind of like that. Multiplayer, co-op. You're going to be able to, like Sierra and I will be able to go on different missions with each other, dude, on a co-op, which is really, really cool, man. And I'll be able to go into Sierra's dream layer if he invites me. And then, in return, he comes to mine and we can even decorate together, man.
That's pretty
decorate
cool.
These dream layers.
A little friendly.
Really excited about this, man. Really excited about code. I mean, dude, nonstop building, man. This is a prime example. And Smithy Dow too, man. This is a prime example of a team that just puts their head down and builds, dude. Builds, and puts their money where their mouth is, dude. And I'm just really excited about that. So
yeah. Knights of the ETH has been pushing for years, you guys. We've watched Knights of the ETH build since 2020. Like 2020, maybe 2021, but still, I mean, that you're talking 3 years of the bear market. These guys have been grinding. So it's not like this is anything new or, the bull runs here, so now we're making it look like we're busy. That's not what this is. This is actually product coming out that's been, they're a team that has been working for quite some time. So this is not some new, it is new material, but it's not a new team. This team has been grinding the whole bear market. We've been watching them. I've held a couple of the NFTs, also the Realm NFTs myself. I've held for at least 2 years. So, and Natimus over there at Spire DAO, they all kind of work together. A lot of them work together and cross chain and cross stories with the sound effects. I'm into the music side of it and the sound effect side. I think that's really cool that they're integrating that you can make your own sounds. That's freaking dope. I'd like to see I'd like to see what Spire DAO's spin on all this is with the AI and stuff, because I think that that's a whole nother level of untapped stuff. And we will talk about that in the future as well, music NFTs and stuff, because I think that that's a new niche that has not gotten any attention yet. I think that will be coming in this bull run, by the way. So I do think, I think you're going to see gaming. I think you're going to see AI gaming, NFTs, and music NFTs. I think you're going to see all of these things start to really push. So it's good to get in on the ground floor. It's good to be paying attention to the ones that are building now, because the ones building now they already have the competitive advantage because they already know what they're doing on blockchain. So
right.
Definitely want to be paying attention.
So I will just add one more thing. This right here, this video that you're seeing. Oh, can you hear that, dude? Or no?
Not. I don't have sound from the screen yet.
So this video, it's a short clip, guys, and it's still very much in its infancy, right? They're doing a lot of testing and they're still working on it, right? But this right here, this thing in the center, I believe that's the dream zone, and then this entire space is going to be like the dream layer, if I'm not mistaken. But if you hold a Knights of the Ether, if you hold a Knight, I believe it's the Knights, it could be the Knights or the Squires or whatever. You can actually, they're doing a private sale, jump in their Discord. You can jump in their Discord, reach out to a team member, to the mod, or to Fluke, if you know him directly. Reach out to him, because they are doing a private sale for the dream layers. And yeah, man. So I'm very excited about this, man. Very excited about this. And you mentioned Realm, dude. They got variants coming up. Variants looks dope as hell too, man. I'm excited about variants as well. But yeah. That's it, man. That's all I got for treasure here.
All right, that's a good segue into our next segment, guys.
Let's get it.
So
man.
we got to talk.
Let's get it.
We got to talk, man.
Let's talk.
We have to have real talk, because this is what we're not the channel, and we always say that. Wes and I both remind each other constantly. You know, we're very passionate about this channel and what we started it for and what we do. And we remind each other constantly. We were on the phone last night for about 2 hours, and while he was at work, you know, he's on the phone we're talking crypto while he's out. I don't want to get him in trouble, but that's what was going on yesterday, because you had all this craziness, you had all the markets going nuts, pumping, right? No. But here's the thing. As an investor, you have to control your friggin' emotions, dude, because your emotions are your worst enemy, right? Greed and fear. Those are your two emotions that'll kill you. If you get greedy, you hold too long, you get murdered. You lose if you hold too long and then the rug gets pulled, you lose your profits. If you get too fearful, if you sell too soon, you murder yourself, right? So it's all about learning that balance, right? So this is what I did today. I did my part as my, now you got to do what you got to do for you guys, right? But here's the deal. For the noobs, for guys just coming in, or this is one of your first waves up, you have to know where your entry was, and you have to kind of have some sort of idea where your exit is before you buy your coin. Let me repeat that. Before you even make the buy, you should have in your head your exit strategy already. Like you should say, all right, if I'm going to buy this coin and it's right here, when do I need to sell it? When do I think is a good time to sell it? Is this a short-term hold, or do I want to hold this for 5 years? Those are the questions you need to always ask yourself for every investment. You need to make that a habit for every trade you do. Get a journal. Get a freaking journal. Write down how many coins you bought, the price of the coin when you bought them. Okay, I kept a journal for the first 2 years. I don't have to do it anymore because I'm pretty swift in my head. I do still write it down occasionally, but for my first 2 years, I wrote down every single trade I made. Okay.
He did. So I saw the journal, guys.
Get a freaking journal. Go to the dollar store, get a pen and a paper. Write down, okay, I bought this coin. It cost this much. This is how many I got. This is the price it was when I bought it. And this is, you know, the quantity, or this is the blockchain. This is the wallet. You can get as crazy as you want with it, but keep track. Then when you open your wallet, because a lot of these wallets, Wes, Phantom, MetaMask, a lot of these wallets are kind of tricky, bro. They show you, you're up green, but really you're not. Like, some of the numbers are kind of fudged on wallets and on
especially Robinhood.
Yeah,
too.
they'll mess with you. So if you keep your journal, you know, at 3 p.m. I bought Uniswap. It was $5. I bought 50 of them, right? It cost me whatever the hell that is. And you write that down. Then when you come back next week, you have your journal, right? So if you open your wallet and it says, oh, well, I got the same amount of them, but it's worth $551. Instead of going, shit, should I buy or sell? I forgot what I was. You have your journal now. So you could go, oh, it was $500 worth. So now it's worth $551. So guess what? Now you know you're up $51. So now you know if you should sell or not, right? These are stupid, simple things, but I'm telling you, these are the mistakes you will make if you're not paying attention in the bull run. And this is the part where you actually make the money. So this is crucial. Number one, keep the journal. Number two, if your freaking coin is up over double digits, you need to consider taking at least your initials off the table. Straight up. Don't listen to these other influencers. Oh, we're going to the
best
moon.
Advice,
we're
dude,
doing
probably.
this. We're going to forever community. Fuck that shit. If you were in this to make money and you need to make money, you take your profits and you don't care what nobody tells you. All right.
100%.
You're in this for your family, yourself, your friends, and your future. Okay. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. Okay. That's rule number two. Number three is making that decision is going to be hard, because you're going to make that decision and you're going to sell and you're going to go, damn, right? Like, to me, I'm going to tell you right now, I sold Peanut. Today. I sold some Boop. I'm not fudding these coins. I love these coins, but here's the deal. I saw Peanut at 4 cents. I saw it run to 14 cents. The thing said 100% gainer. Okay. What was rule number two? If you're in the double digits, what do? You consider taking off table. I was in the triple digits. I'm not going to mess with that. It could have run to $1, Nick. It could have go to $10. That's fine. I don't care. I got in at 4 cents. I'm going to take my profits off the table. So I'm not lecturing my audience. I'm not lecturing our audience, Wes. But I just can't tell you guys. I'm very passionate about
very
this.
important, man.
And because if you don't do this, if you do not get in the habit of doing this, and the rest of these influencers are not going to tell you this, you're getting this on this channel. The rest of these influencers are going to, not all of them, but a lot of them are going to tell you, hold. You know, you're not getting that here, bro. I mean, I love it, and I'm not funny. I will buy Boop back on a cool off. I will buy everything else, even Peanut. If I feel like Peanut's going to be around a little longer and for the cause, and I still hold some. I didn't sell all of it. I have a moon bag, but here's the thing. I took all my initials off the table, and I took some profit off the table on all the trades I made. And it could have been too soon, Wes. I could have made a move too soon, but I'm going to tell you right now, it felt good.
You won, though, man.
It made me feel good to know that I secured, and I'm getting in the pattern of securing my gains instead of just constantly, I'm going to hold. Now, there is a counter side to everything I just said, and the counter side is, what if I sold too early? There is a counter side to that. If I got in Peanut at 4 cents and Peanut goes to $4, Nikki's going to be a little upset, right? There's that counter fear. But I think the way to counteract that is to know that you can always scoop back in. Like, what calmed me down was to say, all right, this is what I'm going to do. I pulled it. I put it into stables. Let it sit in stables. If Bitcoin or ETH decides to have that little cool off, that's what I'm doing this bull run, dude. I'm making sure I have some stables on the side, because I did not do that last time. I didn't do it last time. And so yeah, that was my big lecture, but I just hope you guys get something from that. If you were wondering, or you're looking at something on the table and you're like, damn, if you watched your coin go double, triple digits, and then you watched it cool off today, and I'm sure some people saw that happened with a lot of coins. I just happened to get lucky. I did catch local tops, and then it cooled off. But we're really not dipping yet, so I could be premature. But Wes, what do you think about what I just said as far as am I too early to be taking profits? Like, in other words, am I just paranoid from the last bull run, or am I on the right track, with what I'm doing?
Yeah,
In your opinion.
You're 100% on the right track. I think just practicing that, like you said, man, you're taking your initial out. If you're up on something, take your initial out at least, dude, and save that moon bag. And that's absolutely something I wish I kind of knew and practiced better. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I already highlighted
Holmes
all
has
these.
got it, dude. Holmes. Yeah, that's what's up,
Yeah.
Holmes, for real.
Yeah.
Because that's the way to really do it.
That's the way to do it. They do have the portfolio. I'm trying to remember the one that I use. Obviously, I don't use it that much, but I will. What is it called, man? Let me look real fast. So I use Live Coin Watch, and they have a portfolio section where you can kind of plug in everything, and it'll track, your profits and everything like that. If a lot of your stuff is on your MetaMask or not in Coinbase or Crypto.com, because those will have those in there, but off chain, you got to have something that can kind of keep up with that. Ravi does a pretty good job, but if you're not into looking into these transactions or looking at the explorers, you don't really understand what they mean, then definitely get something, write it down. Excel spreadsheet, best thing you can do right there. But at least have a portfolio app where you can kind of keep track of all that. As the price moves, it'll adjust. But yeah, I mean, I forgot what the hell I was saying. What were we talking about?
I was just saying, am I too early, bro? Did I
No.
or is it
No.
is it the good pattern to
I
that
think
what I'm
man.
doing is a good pattern?
Especially on these low caps, dude. If these low caps move like that and they're a little bit newer, whatever, 200% in a day or whatever, like, dude, it's gonna come back down. They're low caps for a reason. Like, it's not going to take much to push the price back down. People are going to sell and take profits. It happens with every low cap, dude. So the best thing you can do is to take profits on these low caps, because it could go to zero tomorrow and you're good because you took out your initial and it was free money. You just had that moon bag on the side. But yeah, I mean, you got to create your own strategy. Like, if you double your money, take your initial out. If that doubles again, take 10% out. That doubles again, 10%, 10%. So you just kind of have to do it. Everybody's needs are a little different, but that's what I do. Yeah, initial out and then moon bag, and then take a little profits from there. And you can even roll it into something that hasn't taken off yet, or a new low cap. You know what I mean? Sierra's got a bunch of them that we're gonna look at today that I'm excited to look at, because that's the best way you can do it, man. Because these things can go to zero pretty fast, man. Pretty fast.
So ETH has been the talk of the town. ETH is definitely the talk of the town for I hate when this camera does this like this. It's because my freaking camera, I need to move the camera over here. But ETH has been the hero of the day. And Moo Dang, dude, I gotta admit, I was in a leverage trade. I did several scalp trades the other day, by the way. What I was doing, guys, if you guys don't know what I mean by scalp trades, what I mean a scalp trade is I'm putting a very small amount of money on the line, and I'm using an astronomical amount of leverage, like 76x leverage. And what I'll do is I'll stay in the trade only for a minute or two, and it goes up, $1, $2, $3, and then I'll go and I'll get right out of the trade. I'll take my $2-3, and then I'll wait a second, and then I'll go back in and do it again. To be honest with you, I ain't that freaking great at it. My hit rate.
What's the time frame that you use when you do that?
The problem is I'm doing okay at it. I do good on the little ones, right? Yeah. But then I get freaking stupid, and I'll open, like a $25 or $30 one, and then it's like all of a sudden I go nuts on it. I'm like, well, let me just get that one big win. And then when you do that and you look back at your average, I'm down. So I'm almost ready to throw in the freaking towel on trading altogether and just hodl and be a swing trader, because that's where my skill is. But it's like, I want to get better at trading. I don't want to not be trading. So I'm just constantly trying to get a little bit better at it. And but I did have a couple of nice wins. I just looked at the last a couple months average, and it bummed me out a little because it's like down $40. It's like I'm not down hideous, but still, it's like you don't want to be down. I was like, how the hell am I down? But I got so bullish so quick. My long didn't even trigger till ETH hit $2,700. Like I was in the red for the last 6 months because I've been so bullish on ETH. And then I was like, all right, whatever. But the Mudeng trade I closed too soon. I opened that at freaking 19 cents. I should have let it rip. It went all the way to 30 cents. I closed it around 24 cents. So I closed that one out a little too early. So I made a couple of mistakes, but very cool stuff that you can do on you can do with these low caps. Yeah. With the leverage, you do have to be careful, and you don't do what I'm doing. Don't do it that way. But I will show you the coins. We'll dive into some of the coins here in a minute. But I think more importantly, Wes, before we even look at the low caps, right? I would like to get a better feel for what Daddy's doing right now, because the honey badger is ultimately what's going to make your low caps go up, right? We all know this. So excuse me, ETH is up 8.9% in the last 24 hours. Let's go.
Nice, dude.
So and beating Solana, by the way. Solana is up 6%, ETH is up 8.9%. So that's confirmation we were right last week about not selling your ETH for SOL. That would have not been the move to make. That being said, I know a lot of people made money on memes. I did too. I made good money on those Phantom memes, and I took my profit and I put them in my pocket. I did good on those moves. The trades, I may not have done good, but where I made up for it, I tripled, quadrupled over there on Phantom with the memes. But I turned them right into USDC. I did not waste time. Yeah. But here's the thing, Wes. We're looking at 76,373. Okay. 77's above us. Total global is right at 2.7 right now. I need to get a better feel for what Bitcoin's doing before we even look at anything with the low caps, because I know what coins I'm looking at, guys, but I want to know the direction of the market. I want to get a feel for the direction of the market first. So I think what we should do is let Wes pull up some Lux Algo, let him pull up some indicators, take a look at Bitcoin, take a look at ETH, and then let's get our fingers on the pulse of the market a little better before we look at the low caps.
Okay, I'm trying to.
I think our little mini altcoin run just happened, by the way, guys. I think that Bitcoin run, then ETH ran, right? Now we're having a little altcoin rally. That was a mini rally, but that's why I want to see where Bitcoin's headed first, because are we due for a correction yet? Do we need a cool off? Where's the RSI at? These are the things I want to see first before, definitely before getting into another trade.
All right. Can we here? I'm trying to pull this up. I need to make sure I'm saving it right. Can you run through CoinMarketCap real fast?
Yeah, I can pull something up on this end real quick.
Just something to get where we can just kind of look at price and.
Yeah, let me pull up. I got you.
Why does this look like this? I don't
bring this over here. Boom.
Why does it look like this? Yeah, because I have an issue, because whenever I'm in TradingView, I'll set it up on my laptop and I'll play around with it, move the charts around, and then I'll close it, and then I'll come back to the desktop and I open it up, and it's not saved from when I changed it on my laptop. So I'm just having an issue with that real quick, but I'm fixing it.
Will ADA stop going up? GMB. We will look at ADA for you in a second, for sure. I'm trying to pull up Dex Screener. This when you pulling up two different profiles, it loads a little stupid. It's just what it does.
You think he's being funny? GMB.
Yes. Sentiment right now on Twitter. Sentiment's been going a little bit crazy on Twitter, which is to be expected. But not a whole lot of noobs still on this damn thing. Not a whole lot of noobs FOMOing in yet, which is a good thing with crypto. I mean, you would expect with these kind of pumps, for us in crypto land, we're like, oh my God. But we should check Google Trends too to see what kind of searches for crypto are going on right now too. All right, here we go. Can you see that? We got the screen pulled up. All right, cool.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at Solana real quick. We'll just look at this, you guys. This is a good thing. Okay, Moodang was up around 30 cents, and I got in Moodang probably around 16 cents, so it more than doubled. Not saying it doesn't have room to run still. It definitely does. But I sold about 50% of my holdings. I sold 50 or 75% of my holdings on Peanut when it hit 14 cents, and now it's having a cool off down 24%. So I skimmed the top on all of these. The Balkan Dwarf, which is one I got in really early, I skimmed my profits on that. That's down 10%. All the ones that I sold went down in the red big time right after I sold. So I'm not good at necessarily leverage trading on actual trading platforms. I am one hell of a swing trader. I have my finger on the pulse of swing trades fairly well. That's probably my biggest strength in this market, to be honest with you, is liquidity pools and swing trades. It seems to be what I'm good at. It's not what I necessarily wanted to be good at, but those are the two things that I've found where my strengths lie. So you gotta figure that out for yourself too, guys. That's one thing. Like, don't force something. Like if you find something you're good at, latch on to that and try to make that better. Don't try to just constantly make your weaknesses. Like if I sat here all day and just tried to day trade, I would go broke, dude. Cause like I see levels, I'm good at it, but for whatever reason, bro, it's not my strong suit. It's not what generates yield for me. This swing trading generates yield. Getting into projects early, calling good runners early, I'm good at that. So flock to what you're good at. Go to what you're good at and develop that skill. But it's confirmation that I sold at the right time, because this thing, I sold the top, man. Right at 14 cents, I sold this thing, and I was like, it dropped down to 10. Now, that's not to say it's not going to run, because this thing could still run. It's got a hell of a community. Elon Musk's tweeting it. Everybody's tweeting it. And it's for a great cause. I mean, Peanut, come on. So I still have a bag,
right?
But as you can see, if I pull this chart up here and I zoom over 15 cents, and I don't know why this chart's being laggy as hell right about here. But see, now here's the thing. I pulled all that stuff and I put it into Solana, and then I flipped it into USDC. So where I say, oh, I'm out of it, I'm not really out of Peanut. What I'm doing now is I took profits here, and look at that. That was one hell of a move, because look at this. I'm good. I took some profit, rolled it into USDC. From USDC, I converted it to wrap Bitcoin and a lot of stuff, right? So what I'm doing is I'm taking profits, rolling it into wrap Bitcoins, keep it kind of steady, and then as Bitcoin goes up, my gains will go up slowly as well. Now, I see a bounce here. I see a double bounce. So for me, at least it feels better to have the option now if I want to go back in, right? If I want to go back into Peanut, I have that option from here to here. I have that run. Now I could get back in here if I want and let it go up here. In a way, it's kind of trading, but I'm not using a platform to trade. I'm just swapping directly in the Phantom wallet. So call it what you want. It's still kind of sort of swing trading. I'm not necessarily leverage trading or whatever on it with that kind of a process. But as far as this coin goes, this is such a new coin. This thing just happened, man. With the Peanut, where they killed him, they went in the house and they killed the raccoon and the freaking squirrel.
Yeah.
Horrible freaking story. And I'm not saying to sell it, and people get mad at me because it's for the cause and this and that. But you have to understand, these coins are made. And, it's $100 million market cap. This thing could keep ripping and roaring, dude. But you can see this cup and handle I kind of drew right here. There's a cup There's a handle. There was my target breakout. I drew all this yesterday. This is not new stuff. This is exactly where it hit, you guys. So because I'm using basic TA and just following basic TA, it's now testing this as support. This coin does not look horrible to get back into, and I still have a bag of it. I still have, a couple hundred of them, whatever. So, but again, the option on the table for me to get in at a better price, when I sold this little peak here, you got to understand, this is where I got in, you guys. This was my target. Let me move this hand so you can see. This right here is where I got in, okay? So I caught this run and I opened it today and I'm looking at this. If you open your wallet and you see a runner like that, you need to take profits. Like unless you're going to hodl for a long time, but you should get in the habit. Like when I saw this thing here, I'm like, all right, dude, I'm taking some profit. Like I ended up taking my profit here, but as you can see, it came down a little bit. So now if I want to buy back in, I could, but really, honestly, I'm looking for another bounce down at this level. I would like to see it come down here a little bit more if I'm going to get back into it, somewhere around here to here. And it could, but that's just one. But Peanut is good. It's a good meme. It's strong. It's for a good cause. And I'm not fudding any of these coins, by the way. I'm just telling you what I did. Moodang had a hell of a run. I wish I would have kept my long on it, my leverage long. I made some change on it, which was good, but I wish I would have kept it open because I would have made a lot more, but 15 cents or something. And when I saw it, it was up over 86% for the day or something. The habit of making sure you take profit. Getting a little laggy. Wes, I'm going to cut that for a second because it's getting laggy. Good, man. But what I was saying is, just I'm going to drop the gems on you guys, but you have to remember that just because it's a gem doesn't mean that it won't be here today, gone tomorrow, because crypto is so fast, dude. And you can say, oh, well, but it's Peanut. Yeah, I understand that. It's Peanut, and everyone loves Peanut. Okay. Everyone loves Peanut until, Domino comes out. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like once Domino comes out or something happens with Domino the turkey, then everyone's going to be like, oh, did you guys hear about Domino the turkey, man? He's like, he's a cool turkey. And then it's like, oh, yeah, man, Domino, man. And then people leave Peanut to go chase Domino the turkey. And then all of a sudden you're sitting there holding freaking peanut bags. So, I'm just saying you have to keep that precaution in crypto. You keep it in the bull run. We're being hard on you guys, our viewers. Like everyone's like, man, can't we just relax? And why
can't we just get the damn gems?
Can we just get the gems and just all go to the moon? Bro? Aren't we all going to the moon? Well, here's the deal. Some of us are, but some of us won't be. And that's the name of this market. So make sure that the ones that are in here are going. We have to look at the reality of it, and we have to start getting ready right now. It's not time to get like, oh, so comfy. I'm actually flipping around the other way, dude. I'm just, Wes, I'm telling you, bro, I'm not going through what I went through on this last bull run. I will not do it. I cannot do it. Man. I can't do it. And I can't do it. It's our duty, man. We got people watching us now and stuff. I mean, it's important that's why I'm stressing this so much. But congratulations. Let's enjoy the victory we just had. Yes, we had a great victory. We got a lot of positive things coming in crypto. We're going to make some good gains. It's a good thing, but keep your feet grounded in reality and make sure you take your profits, please.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. So yeah, what you got, man?
So we had the Moodang, we had the Peanut, the Balkan Dwarf, dude. Are you ready for the Balkan Dwarf?
I am. I want to see the Balkan Dwarf.
Okay. Well, we're gonna drop this gem on our people here. You guys, this is one that the Saunders was and keep in mind the Saunders gave a full disclosure warning, which means this is a test. Like when the Saunders mentions a coin and then he gives you a warning, like, do your own research. That's the kind of coins I like. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. He's saying this one is
It's the
This is
dirty
a
one right here.
dirty one. At the Balkan. I think. Let me see here. Oh, come on. See, and this is why I don't like this. I wish I could add my account, because if I open the other profile, Wes, it acts stupid. It gets laggy as hell. Let me see here. Bear with me, guys. Damn it. Let me do this. Let me go to my page and present. All right, so let's see here. Did you see this? Pepe's like, no, shut up, Gensler. You're done. You're done, dude. Time is up.
This time is about to be up, dude. It is coming.
Dude, have you watched this damn show yet? Look at Wes.
I can't watch it, dude.
Reminds me of Wes.
I can't watch it, bro.
It's so Wes, dude.
I can't watch it, man. I can't.
Have you tried though? You got to get through it, bro. I swear
got
to God,
through like
so
the
good.
second episode.
It's so good.
I got through the second episode, but the first one was rough, dude. Because he's in there running around the kitchen, yelling, chopping,
it's depressing
cooking.
As shit. It's depressing as shit. But here's the thing. It gets better, bro. Like it gets so good.
I know.
It goes from the as a show, it evolves. Like, did you ever see Vikings?
Yeah, man, I love Vikings, dude.
Okay, it's not as intense as Vikings. You know how, but you know how Vikings kind of evolves, right? The story evolves and the characters evolve and change.
Yeah.
That's what this does, bro. But it jumps around in time. But man, it holds good. What the hell is this? Okay, so just so you guys know that the boop where I entered that trade, this is what I'm gonna let you see here. This is where I waited last week. You guys all saw it. I scooped here, right? And I'm not even kidding you. Boop went up here today. It went above this blue line, and I took it all out. I hate to say all of it, but I did. And that's not to say I'm not bullish on Boop. Today? It went up all the way back up to the blue line today. This exact, to this blue line. Yep.
It doesn't show it. Why doesn't it show it on the chart?
No, this isn't a live chart. This is a Twitter feed. This is a Twitter.
Okay.
This is just a picture from my Twitter page, but it went all the way back up here, and I took it out. But here's the Balkan Dwarf, dude. Check this out.
Oh yeah,
it's stupid.
Dude.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't totally understand the funniness. It's 4chan type computer stuff, but their videos are constant.
Huh. What?
Okay, so this thing
I can dig it, man.
insane, dude. This is the Balkan Dwarf. This is, and I'm gonna give him a follow from the Crypto Remora. But so this is the ticker. Now they've got this is kind of the one that put them on the map right here. Which that Hulk is questionable in the beginning.
I was
see that freaking Hulk?
Yes.
Come on, dude.
What the hell?
This is some crazy ass degen shit, dude.
Oh man.
Is the audio playing? Can you hear it? Can you hear the audio?
I can hear it. Balkan Mountains.
The audio is killer on this video.
That
you got to
Hulk,
really,
dude,
you
that's
guys should
funny.
go back and watch it with the audio. You see, Minister NFTs.
Mary.
There's Gensler. Gensler trying to stop everybody.
This bull run. Coming. This bull run.
This bull run. Exactly. And it's got the audio is really good, but they won't stop. I don't know what program they're using to make these videos, but Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't even know where the hell it came from. It's just one of them weird computer nerdy
Yeah.
things. And
Mhm.
but they're nonstop. And yeah, it's definitely a low cap shitter to look at.
Mm.
7,000 followers. They've grown somewhat. Over 21
Wow.
followers that I know now,
What is
whereas
that
before it was
on?
only about 6 or 7, and that was a couple of days ago. So,
It's on mainnet?
um, so I think you can get it on Solana. I think you can get it on Solana or ETH, like the wormhole. I think I got it through the wormhole on Solana. But let's see if you go to the website, liquidity burn. This is what kind of
Zero buy or sell.
got my
Nice.
attention. That I think
What's
why
Dex tools? I wanna look at the chart.
Saunders was looking at it, because Saunders, while he's not really big into the meme thing necessarily, he does like the
Oh, he
stuff
likes playing around with
like the
stuff
fair
like that. Yeah.
evaluation stuff, zero buy or sell tax, liquidity's burnt. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on Solana, the one I'm using to trade it. Means where the hell it definitely a brand new low cap to look at for sure. And we looked at Peanut, Moodang. You guys know Moodang already. If you don't, I'm going to pull that one up too. Actually, Kook is the one that kind of was shilling this one for a long time, saying it's going to get listed everywhere and everything. And I mean, he called it, dude. To be honest with you, this thing is absolutely ripped. This is about the baby hippo that was born over there. I'm not sure if it was India, China, or somewhere across the water, across the pond. But this thing is like freaking famous for being adorable and cute. And it's a baby hippo, is what it is. So because of the baby hippo, it made this huge thing, and supposedly it predicted
Oh,
Trump's
yeah.
win. It went over to two different plants, and it chose the Trump plan over the Kamala Harris plant.
That's
Um,
funny.
but that's the baby hippo. It's called Moodang, and the chart on it has been actually damn impressive, to be honest with you. It's gone absolutely ballistic. And I'll type it in up here so you can see it real quick, because Dex Screener's acting a little radical. But yeah, Moodang, Moodeng. And this thing is definitely got a lot of attention. It's up 27%. See, you could see it's been struggling, but I'm gonna tell you what, it's been at 30 cents all day. This thing has been ripping and roaring, trying to break through 30 cents. And you're getting a nice flag out pattern right now. If you can see that, Wes, you're getting a nice consolidation after this run, but it ripped. It was down here at 21 cents. Now it's at 28 cents, consolidating, kind of flagging out. Kook said it's going to be listed. The rumors are that it's going to look at the max or 3-month chart. The rumors are this thing is getting listed on Robinhood, crypto.com, and I think he said Gemini. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that, guys. That's from Kook. But he was telling us that down here. In all fairness, Kook was Kook was shilling it back here at 6-7, dude. Like Kook knew something was up here. And but here's another class A example, guys. I think I got in at 17 cents. I kind of FOMO'd in
up and then right back down, dude.
Yeah, right down
They
here.
always do that.
So this is where I got in on this first pump. I FOMO'd in right here. Okay, 17 cents. I FOMO'd in here for the first time. I rode this all the way up, didn't take any profit, rode it all the way down, rode it all the way down, held it.
It's a long way down.
And then boom. And when it was up here today, I sold. So, but I bought back here. I bought a while ago. So I sold here. But, just because I sold doesn't mean I'm out. I'm just looking for another retrace. I think what's going to happen is kind of similar to what happened here, right? You had that massive move and down. So kind of this massive move and down. I'm thinking, back around this level here is a potential re-entry down around 13 cents, somewhere in here, somewhere between 10 and 13 cents would be a nice another entry. Let it have a cool off. But dude, it's been pushing, bro. If you look at the 24-hour chart, I mean, look at this. It's like it's building support at 28 cents. So this might be one of those ones like, nah, dude, this thing's just grinding sideways now, and it may not drop down there right now. It will if we have a correction, but you know, for right now, it may not have that immediate correction because it's just been pushing. And you can watch the 5-minute chart on it because I was trying to trade the 5-minute chart and it was just going sideways. I'm like, nah, I'm not trading this thing. I'm gonna wait. But Mudang is one to keep an eye on the radar. Definitely popular across the world. It's not just in the U.S. This is a worldwide thing. It's weird being in the U.S., right? When other countries are finding out about shit before you, you're like, wait a minute, I thought we were the leaders. Nah, not necessarily. You know, Kook's in Canada, I think, but he's worldwide. He flies around and, you know, goes everywhere. So I love watching a lot of these good callers on Twitter when, you know, because they go across the world, guys. It's not all about the US. There's a whole world out there, and the whole other world is into crypto too. So you have to pay attention. This is one of those ones that if you got in early and you were paying attention to across seas, or even if you're watching us now, I still think Mudang is fairly early, right? I don't think a lot of people are talking about it. But it's got some buzz, you know, just, you know, be careful because once the hippo grows up and it's not as cute, they'll run to the next baby animal. Right. But that's the game we're in, y'all. That's the game we are in. 27% pump.
I want to see that. Zoom it back out, Siri.
Well, the max chart is the same as the 3-month because it's only been out since here. It's been out September 19th, and which is ancient for crypto, right? And so, it came out in September. That thing's old. What are we in November? It's less than 2 months. But yeah, that's the max chart. Nice.
If you notice, man, this is what we've always talked about with these low caps. Is that they all do the same thing, man. They all do the same thing. When they first come out, they fucking rip ass. They tear all the way up to the upside, top out. People are just taking profits, you know, and it gets beat all the way back down. And then most people say, this project's dead, dude. This project's done. Look how far it's crashed. I'm not fucking with it. I'm not gonna mess with it. This is done. And then out of nowhere, dude, boom, that bitch takes off. And you see this every single time. If there's a good following, if the culture is there, the vibes are there, and you see something where that arrow, where Sears got his arrow right there, his pointer, over to the left when it bottomed out finally.
Right here.
And that's that's what we're talking about with MPC. Yeah. MPC was looking like that for a long time, and it still could be. Hell, Cardano, guys, you remember we pulled up the ADA chart. It was just down, 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 down. A lot of them were. But this right here, man, they turn out to be good entries as long as the culture's there and they have the community and the vibes and everything. It's gonna run up again. Just like it has.
So check out Cardano on the 24-hour getting a 14% move. Shout out to ADA holders right there. That's a nice little that's a nice little run up here. Okay.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 32 cents all the way up to 41, 42, still rolling. Not on the chart here. So I want to see something. This spike here. I do notice something here, Wes, that's kind of interesting. It looks like December to January back in 2017. Let's see. You had December to March to get out. Here you had January to freaking May. So I wonder on this next pump, March, April, May, December to
when did it top out? Right
December
there?
to April. You had a little less time on this run to get in and out. This one you had about from January to freaking, May. So you had a little bit longer on that second one. Let's see, that was 2021 to 2022. So that's kind of after the halving 2021. We're at 2024. So I'm looking 2025. Let's say 2025, Cardano starts to rip again, right? You may have until the same time frame, dude, about May to get out, a couple of months. So again, even if you're holding Cardano, you want to take some profits, you're looking at your time frames right here. I mean, if you got in or if you held through this whole bear market, good God. But then if you got in here on this pump, you started FOMOing in, that was January January 2021. So by May of 2022, you were back where you were. So you had plenty of time to get in and out. The top, you only had a little bit of time to catch that. But let's see the 3-month on Cardano. Okay, so some sideways action. Looks like you're busting above this level, which is good. You're at it right now. Actually, 41.3. You're at it right now. So the question is, and Wes, I really should have you pulling this up on TradingView because this is not the best charting right here. Actually, you know what? I think I can click that biatch. Pull that up. Okay, there we go. That's not the best in the world. Okay, so look, you're still getting a run. That candle's forming a new one. You're still running. The question is, what do you do? Do you take profits here or do you hold? I mean, if you're a long-term holder, of course, you're probably not going to be taking profits, but you can see where you are, 41.71. You're right at this mark here. The question is, are you going to go a little further and then come down and bounce? Are you ready for that? Maybe. Wes, what do you see in that? I mean, I know it's kind of hard because it's a stupid thing. I don't even have it on full screen. Is that how you do it? No. I don't know how to pull it up full screen from this one. I have to do it from Deck Screener, but depending on if you're a long-term or short-termer on this, and again, that's why I want to look at Bitcoin too, because we got to really see if Bitcoin's ready for a cool off or if Bitcoin wants to keep running to 83, 86 over the next couple of days, because she could just say, screw it, we're just going to roll. And if that's the case, you might not want to.
Solo Prepper, what's up, man? Thank you for subscribing, my friend. Appreciate you being here.
Got a yes, rest in peace, Peanut GMB. So I don't know, dude. That's one hell of a pump, though. If you're trading Cardano and if you scooped at any of these lows, you might want to take a little bit of profit off the table just to be safe. This is the 1 hour, though. Let me go to the 4 hour and see what's going on. You could be getting ready for this next level,
I would stay with your big caps, man. I'm riding mine out, man. I'm riding mine out.
Yeah, big caps I would ride out too.
Top, dude. Yeah, I'm not taking profit.
It's not worth taking profit at that.
Still.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not worth it. I was just saying, if you were in his recently or a daily or something, if you scooped a little for the day, you could have another cool off back down here. You could come back down. It could cool off. But again, that's part of the getting ready for your strategy of taking profits. I don't know though, dude. Look at Bitcoin, bro. 76.2. We need a pump song like Cameron has, dude. We need to have a pump song where we just hit the button and it plays a pump song when we get the pump on stream. Holy crap, man. Okay, is this right? So what did we hit today, Wes? We hit freaking 76.8. We almost hit 77 today, is what that's saying. So we're well past all-time highs, right? I mean, we already 77 is the new all-time. All right, so there we are.
We hit 77 yesterday. Yesterday we hit 77.
All right, so all right,
let's 76,990 like.
And shout out to Asia just now waking up. It's 8:10. Their Asia's waking up to $76,000 freaking Bitcoin. So yesterday they kind of dropped the ball. They didn't really help us out a whole lot at 8 o'clock. I'm hoping Asia steps it up tonight and cracks ETH over $3,000. Let's get ETH over $3,000. Let's get Bitcoin back over this freaking imaginary resistance that hasn't even formed at 77 yet, because if you're calling this the ascending wedge and then you fell out out of it, right? If this is the ascending pattern, you fell out of it, but you fell down. Can you pull up your trading view, Wes?
Yeah.
Can you pull up your charts? Because I'm gonna have you look at it
So
because
that was
I
our
can't even look at
so
this
our
white
low
screen
caps.
anymore.
Let's
It's on
let's do
Gecko.
a recap. Low caps. So
That
we
was our
got
low cap wrap
Mudang,
up, guys. Yeah,
Mudang, and what are the rest
Peanut,
of them? Mudang, Peanut,
Peanut,
Balkan
Peanut,
Dwarf,
the Balkan Dwarf.
uh,
And then there was another one called IO, which is on Solana that I was looking at for a trade.
oh,
IO
IO.
was
IO.
it was just the charts looked decent. It wasn't
It's an
that
AI
I'm
thing.
so bullish on it. Yeah, it was just a
Should have got
chart
that airdrop.
pattern.
Yeah.
Really?
I should have. Yeah.
The only reason I was looking at trading it was because of the pattern
Chart.
looked like it was ready for a breakout. It looked like it looks like it was at the point where all the holders were pissed off and they're like, I'm out of this thing. That's why I was like, oh, look at that. That's I'm sure someone's pissed off about this project. That's
Right.
when I like to get in on my entries because I have no idea what it even does. I didn't even care. I was just looking at the chart.
Yeah.
But Nero is looking like
Nero,
that too, bro.
That's one that you were doing. Yeah.
I FOMO'd into Nero at around 17 cents. I even scooped some for my little brother, and freaking Nero's killing me, dude. It's down to 10 cents. I'm like, come on. So I'm waiting on Nero. Like,
Yeah.
I want to get on a long. I actually had one open before the stream. I closed it because I knew we were going to stream. But after the stream, I'm going to reopen the chart again, look at it again, because that's the one I'm looking at. Aptos is kind of pissing me off. I was thinking about trading it, but dude, I was getting ready to open one, and then they dropped. Market makers were like, boop, and dropped it down. I'm like, nah. I'm not playing with y'all. Whoever's trading Aptos right now is freaking trying to take your money. So be very careful on that trade. But yeah,
I think there was
let's see what
unlock
Algo
that happened too. So they were probably dumping.
Yeah. No doubt about that.
All right. So let's look, guys. Let's look, man. We are in uncharted territory. We don't really have much to go off of. When we start breaking into new all-time highs, there's really nothing that we can go back and look at and say, all right, we got support here. We got resistance there. So we're just going to look at a few things, man. I don't have a lot for it. And that's just the way it's going to be, man. Until we start building up different levels and things and coming back and retesting, supply, demand, and all that stuff. We really don't have much to go off of. One of the things that I am keeping an eye on, man, I'm really liking this website, dude. And this is the liquidation heat map. So we can look at some of this stuff, the fundamentals, the fear and greed. That's going to be good to look at. The
I like that heat
oversold
map.
indicators, anything like that is going to be good to look at in my opinion. So this is the Bitcoin heat map, and we are looking at. I need to fix my scroller. I don't know what's going on. So this right here, this is the Bitcoin heat map. You can see the different levels on here. The yellow levels are the levels that have the most liquidation. All right. So these are the different levels that have the most volume for liquidations. And you can see it down here, the most leverage, 60.62 million right here at 77.4. And then one right below it, 77.3. And then one right here at, we're almost at it, 76.947. $49 million worth of Bitcoin is going to get liquidated at these levels. So if there's a bunch of shorts piled up and the price goes to these levels, then they get liquidated, and who wins, right? Who wins? That's how the traders make their profits. That's where that money comes from. But the exchanges are going to win. Binance, OKX, anything that you're trading on with leverage, they're going to win, right? So that's why we have those market makers that are playing around and trying to hit these different levels, because they want that. They want them to lose their trade so they can make their money. Right now, you can see, we have a bunch of levels below us as well. We got one, the lowest one that I'm seeing is at 74,000. And then up above that is at 47 million. We have 49, might as well say 50 million at 75. So that kind of gives us an idea. Where do they want to take the price to? 74 is that lower one. And then the top one is going to be 77 with the most money up for grabs as far as liquidation goes. 77,000 has $60 million as of right now worth of liquidations. So, in my opinion, on the way up to that, you do the math and the likely of us going to these levels. I'm thinking that maybe we come down and hit 75 and get these little liquidation levels here, 75 in 75.4. Let's just go with 75.5, something like that. Right. So maybe we drop down, hit a double bottom. You can see the price chart right above it, drop down, hit a double bottom, and then we come up, and that's when we start liquidating the shorts that are up here. And that's just kind of like my general idea just from looking at this heat map. Anything you'd like to add to that, Siri? I find that very interesting, man, looking at this.
Yeah, I mean, we're at 76.2. That chart is current, right? I mean, in other words, that right side of the chart,
yes,
green candle is where we are right now. Okay, so this is very interesting. I like this.
Yep.
So as a market maker, right? Remember, guys, we were saying you're trading, you know, if you ever played checkers when you were a kid, you're sitting across the table, you're playing against one other person. Let's just call it checkers. You don't gotta, checkers is hard enough, right? You're playing chess in reality, but let's just say checkers for now. You're playing against one other person. Well, let's pretend you're trading against one other person. One of the greatest stock books I ever read said that one of the better traders, that's what he said. He said, stop trying to think of the market as the masses and stop trying to think of your trading against 10 million people. He said, treat the market as one collective mind. Okay. And when you do that, it puts you in perspective and you go, okay, it allows you to focus a little more. It's like, okay, I'm trading against one other person now. So treat the market or any chart or whatever you're trading that way. So what you got to think is, all right, where's this guy about to go? Where does this guy want to go to make the money? Okay. And it's very interesting what Wes just said. You just hit that yellow line up top. If you go, if you go back a little bit on that chart, you can see where it kind of hit it and come down. And now you're about perfectly halfway. So you hit it once, you came down, you bounced off the bottom. Now you're halfway in the middle. So the market makers are perfect about this. Their best tactic is always to stall right in the middle, right? They always want to keep you guessing, right? So they're doing their job. Market makers are doing their freaking job right now. Your job is to figure out what direction are they going to take it and place your bet accordingly, right? So, or if you're just a hodler, none of this shit matters to you, to be honest with you. You're just hodling anyway. But for the traders, for the speculators, does it make sense to go back down after they just worked their way up? To me, looking at that chart, I'm almost ready to say it's going back up again. Like we're gonna touch the top before we come down for that double bottom. Like, maybe we go up to that line again. But total global market cap it's not above 2.7 yet. When we started the stream, it was at the same mark. It was at 2.675. We're at 2.690. So it came up a little bit. You're talking 25 billion came in. Asia's been awake now for, I don't know, about an hour or less. This is one of those things where it would happen at 3 o'clock in the morning because Asia and the other rest of the world is going to determine how much more money is going to pour into crypto, right? So you need more gas on the fire to burn. Now, where the price goes in the midterm, Bitcoin dominance could change. They could move the money around from ETH to Bitcoin or whatever. But I'm still looking for new money coming in. And if I'm not seeing that, it's a trader's guess, Wes. Like you said, we don't really have a ton of information. That pattern right there would tell you we're about to come down because that's an ascending wedge. That means we're going to come down. But again, not in a bull market. When in a bull market, a lot of these indicators you have to throw them out the freaking window, man, because when Bitcoin starts running. So I don't know. It's tough, man. To guess between 74 and 77 right now is tough. It's one of those things where I would actually sideline. I would wait until 3 o'clock in the morning tonight, or I would wait until tomorrow. I would not even get in a trade right now. I would just kind of wait to see where the footing is, which is why I took and rolled into stable coins a little bit with all my low caps because I'm just like, I'm going to wait a minute. I'm going to wait. But if we do, guys, if we do come down, right? Let's say we do come down to that 74, that's a good little pullback. you know, maybe 74, maybe get a little fake out down to 72 and form some support down at 72. I'd rather put it this way. I'd rather form support at 72 than freaking go to 77 and keep hitting our head on this imaginary resistance crap. Right? I would much rather go have a cool off. Like, I don't know. That's just me. I'm hoping we do get a cool off in the next day or two. I think it would be healthy. But that pattern right there on that chart, Wes, definitely looks like we need to have a cool off a little bit. I mean, just from that run up, just from that huge breakout, then you formed an ascending pattern. You know, you kind of market makers skipped over. You see that first pump on the very far left. Market makers completely skipped over that level to the bottom of that. There's a lot of trading can happen down there. So looking at that chart, that means we could go back down to 72. Yeah, we can go back down around 72 and trade around 72 for a little while. So then you're talking about opening a friggin' short. I don't want to short Bitcoin right now.
Yeah. You know? I wouldn't really go off of this chart exactly. This is a 30-minute chart, but it's giving, and then the candles are 30-minute. Is a 30-minute chart. So I just wanted to see where some liquidation levels were and kind of where the big money is eyeballing. You know what I mean? These levels. I think it's important to kind of keep in the back of your mind. So
yeah,
you know,
I like
you're
this.
trading against these guys, man. These are the guys that are controlling the markets, right? So,
dude,
I
really
just wanted
that.
to share that real quick, and then we'll jump on to Bitcoin here. All right. So this is the Bitcoin daily price chart, and as you can see, guys, we have this big run up, and this created a fair value gap right here on that one candle. This is the daily. So we've created this fair value gap, and then you can't really see it on the daily, but you break that down to the 1 hour or to the 4 hour. This is a rising wedge, and I agree. I think we do need to come back down a little bit. We'll probably fill that gap, that fair value gap, or at least come back to the top of this this channel here, which is going to be 74,000, which is going to be that liquidation level. And I believe after we come back down, retest that level, then we start to run up, liquidating some shorts around, you know, back up around 77,000. But this looks really good, man. We've stayed in this little, you know, in this uptrend, dude. Like, it's beautiful. I've been talking about this uptrend for a long time now, and it just looks beautiful how it's respecting these different levels. Right, we have all of our swing highs and lows that it's been respecting, and it looks good, man. So this is an uptrend. We are in an uptrend where we're looking at Lux Algo targets 77,000 to like 85,000. We'll look at it here in a second, but this looks good. We did run up from the election. That was a fundamental event that caused us to run up really fast, man. And this is like one of the biggest candles that we've had on the daily, and I believe that we're going to come back down and at least retest that $40,000 or $74,000 level, simply because we need to fill that fair value gap, and we're in a rising wedge. You're just seeing it, right? We did get a red dot on the oscillator matrix that also shows that, you know, momentum could be shifting to the downside, but that's on the weekly, guys, and we need that cool off, man. We need that cool off, and you guys see how long this wave took to play out, right? We went into that 3-wave correction here, and then you see on the way up, man, we get these pullbacks, and they're healthy, they're good, as long as it keeps respecting this previous swing high, this area, this parallel channel, then we're good. And as long as we stay above 67,000, this uptrend continues, and I do think that wave 5 is beginning. We're just gonna have our corrections in between, especially when we go up that freaking fast. But we're above the 20, we're above the 50. Momentum is shifting on the lower time frames, but even right here, man, I mean, money flow still in the green, momentum still in the green, and it's pointed up, right? You see where that red curve is right here on the oscillator matrix. It's curved up, and it looks good, man. Looks good. Anything you see on the chart right here, Sierra, you want to talk about?
No, I agree with everything you're saying. Structure looks beautiful. One thing that does kind of catch my eye is the separation of the I guess what is that, the 20 and is it the 20 and the 50? What's the blue, light blue and the dark blue line? Dark blue is what?
Bottom. The 20.
20. And
The
then the
20.
lighter blue,
So
what's
it's
the teal one, the turquoise
bullish.
one?
It's cross bullish. We have our
So as you can
that's
see
the 50.
Okay, so the 20, let's look at the 20 right now for a second. The interesting thing, if you look where that Elliott wave first starts, how close the 20 is to the 50, and then you cross over it, and then they skim and get real tight together on wave 2 on the Elliott wave. They come and they skim together. They're almost touching. But now you can see the separation of the 20 from the 50.
Yep.
And now look at the very ass end of the 20 is starting to do this number here. So one thing I will say is a lot of times, you know, when a coin gets overheated or a price gets overheated, it doesn't run up until the very end. So what happens is it's a slow, gradual separation in the beginning. And then what happens when you get these crazy spikes and then these crazy drops, what tends to happen is what you're seeing happen right now, which is this action here, the separation. So if that thing, if the 20 keeps spiking up and total global keeps going up and that happens, then we're going to be in for a short, let's just call it a possibility for a short-term euphoric phase, right? When I say short-term euphoric, I mean go from 76 to 86. We have a $10,000 run, which would not shock us because you guys, me and Wes did, that is our price target, 83 to 86. So we do have to still keep our bull hats on in the short term and say, wait a minute, this thing could freaking have a nice little end spike on that 20. That 20 could keep running, dude. So if that does happen, right, we have to think about that. What if that is the move? What if the move is, nope, we're going? Like, what if we're going right now and we're heading to 86, dude? Because if that happens, right, you want to put your thinking cap on now and say, okay, shit. Well, if that's going to happen, then we'll have the cool off, right? So you need to have a plan in place for that too. So let's say we go from where we are now, 76,200. Excuse me. Let's say that 20 keeps separating from the 50 like it's doing. Let's say it starts getting a sharp incline and it leads to this to $86,000 level. If that were to happen, you need to already be thinking, okay, shit, I need to think about, I'm getting in now. Maybe take some profits once we start getting up there, and then be ready. Have some USDC on the side. Get ready, because then when we have that correction, which will come, the correction will come, and it could come all the way back down to 72. So you could make a lot of money on the way from here up there and then back down. So we don't know. Like Wes is saying, we don't have enough information to really say ironclad, yeah, we're going to 77, or yeah, we're going to set. We don't know. We're in blue sky territory right now. But I will say, looking at the Elliott wave and looking at the structure of the 20 coming up and separating from the 50 and still kind of going up, we could roll to 83, 86, dude. I'm not going to take that off the table right now at all.
We're definitely going there. On the daily, we're definitely going there. I 100% believe that
within a week. And within the week is what I'm saying. It's possible within the week.
It could, absolutely. I do think a small correction comes though on the lower time frames. I do think we probably retest that 74 and fill that fair value gap. Now, when, like Sierra's saying, when we're like full blown bull market, you can just cancel all that shit. Like I wouldn't even like want to even call that. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't even really want to say that, dude. But yeah, I mean, everything looks really good, man. And we've just now deviated that far from this 20 moving average that's taken the previous 20 candles and taking the closing price and is giving you an average price. And as you can see, that's why I like the 20, because the 20 hangs tight, dude. If it separates itself, it usually bounces and snaps right back to it. But after a while, man, we're just gonna ride. It's just gonna ride up. It's gonna keep riding up, and every time that we do get that pullback and we do test the 20 moving average, a lot of times that is a huge opportunity to long the market, especially when we're in that parabolic phase of the market. You know what I mean? But as of right now, we really don't have too much data, and we're still early, man. Like, I'm looking at this chart that I'm about to pull up here in a second, and now we're looking for, see, you said it the other day, man. You're like, it made me laugh because you're like, dude, now everybody's going to be paranoid as shit, like walking around trying to figure out who's going to be dumping. And,
yeah, dude.
you know, when the bull market's full on, man, it's nerve wracking. It can be, because now you're trying to look for, where's the top? Where's the local top? Is this over? Is it not over? And like, it's going to get insane. So we're trying to keep a level head on us and just go off of what we have, man. We want to look at momentum indicators. We want to look at, you know, RSI, the momentum indicator, oscillator, anything that's going to show us that, all right, we're a little overheated right now, and we're going to get really, really overheated. Because, I mean, when you get up, when the RSI goes to 70, you're going to be like, all right, we're overheated. And the next thing you know, it's up in the hundreds, and you're like, holy shit, like we're really overheated. But yeah, we don't really have much to go off of. One thing that I will note, you know, Lux Algo called that, what was it? It was, we're about to look at it. I think it's like an $85,000 to $87,000 level for Lux Algo. Another thing we looked at, Siri, was this Fibonacci extension. And you can see, I mean, we kind of hit that level, that 0.618. So that's something that I think maybe could have had something to do with it. You know what I mean? Going up and hitting that area of the 0.618, 75.9, might as well say 76. And now we're kind of sitting right on the top of that. And that is also where it gave us that the 85,000 end level. So that's something that we can kind of look at. As far as targets goes, that's something that I'm looking at. And let's see. All right, and this is Bitcoin on the daily. This is the Keltner channel, right? This just shows you when it's above that 20 right there. It's simple, man. It's just like the 20. This is the 20 moving average. When we're above it and we're sitting around the top of this and just riding it out, we're bullish, man. Like, we're super bullish. And switch to the 1 week, and you can see, let me do a chart reset real fast. You can see right here, this is a great example when we just rode the top of that, and we were so far away from the 20, it's not even funny. If you switch to the daily, you'll see these pullbacks come back and bounce off the 20. So anytime we're in a bull market, we're riding the top of that Keltner channel on the daily, and then we're coming back and retesting that 20 is bullish. Like, that is when you
could be lift off, though. This look at that, dude. Look at that. This could be freaking lift off, bro. Dude. This could be lift off. Holy shit. Oh my god, dude. This could literally be lift off, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this could be.
So when I switch it to this is where, yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. This is where I get slightly confused, because when you look at this chart, you say, all we can do is go off of what's happened in the past. That's all we can do, man. And when you look at this, you say, well, damn, this kind of looks, you know,
it's similar to that.
Looks very similar to that. Yeah. How do we know we're not already out
of the bull market? We're at the top,
right?
Yeah.
How do we know? And then you have this that comes down right here. So if I had to look at this and guess, I would say we're probably like right here, because that's when we come back above the 20. That's when it starts curving up. If I had to guess, that's where I would say we were at. But when we look at this is the chart that Sierra and I created. All right. This has the RSI.
I'm glad you pulled this up. Like, this is what I wanted to look at.
The chalk and money flow, I believe. So what we have here, we have our tops that are in the green, our bottoms that are in the red, bottom red, right? That's what we have here. And we're just looking at this time frame because it's really all we can go off of. I mean, this is it, right? We have our RSI. Look, every time that we top out, every time that we topped out, that RSI hits the top. This was funny, man, because we had that kind of double top and barely made a new all-time high right here. And then that sent us into that bear market. So it looks funny in this area. But either way, man, every time we still hit it, right? We still hit the top of that. Look how far away we are from that, man. You know what I mean? We have to take what has happened in the past. It's not going to be perfect. What do they say? The more they change, the more it stays the same. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
It's not going to be perfect every single time. We need to keep going off of them. You know what I mean? We need to keep going off of them. And right now, the RSI is nowhere near that. I mean, it looks like we're curving up. We bounced off that 14 moving average on the RSI right here, but like we just bounced off of it, man. We just bounced off of it, and we're just now starting to turn up. We're far away from that level. Let me see. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. So yeah, that's the RSI, man. We can bring this all the way over. We ride that line, and that's something that we're going to be watching too.
Yeah,
right?
we
That's
will
something we're
watch
going to be
this
looking at as well.
every week. Every week, I think we should check in on this chart from now on.
And look at this, dude. Bottom. Look where it hits. Bottom, the red vertical line right here. Yeah. We hit the RSI hits that bottom. Boom, red line. RSI hits that bottom. Boom, red line. RSI hits that bottom. So like I'm gonna keep going off of this, dude, until it breaks. You know, if it doesn't work out this time, then we'll give up on it. But right now, we have a long way to go, man. We have a long way to go. And then I got to measuring stuff. Remember, I said, dude, I think the top's going to be early July. You know what I mean? Like everything,
Yeah.
May, June, July, something like that. All right. So I got to measuring all of this stuff, and you can tell these line up from the top to the bottom. They line up. A lot of times it's about a year.
Damn Skippy, they do.
Okay?
Damn Skippy.
But how far between the bottom? Yeah. How far between the bottom and the next top do we go? And it's about 1,000. Yeah.
It's like
we'll measure it
1,800
out
days
here.
or something.
So right now that says 1065.
1,000.
It's 1,065 days. And then look what happens here, dude. 1,066. Right? So that's dead on, dude. 1,065 from bottom to top. 1,066 from bottom to top. And if we take hasn't failed us yet, and we look at where this could go, boom, right there. That's going to give us November. Look, November of 2025, dude. So we have a long way to go, y'all. Like this thing is just getting started, man. This thing is just getting started. And another thing I want to note here is that I also marked these blue lines where we finally broke above these all-time highs. I marked it with that blue line, and like we're still retesting. I mean, from this chart, man, like we're still retesting that blue line, that previous high. We just finally got back above it, retested it, and we're still above it now. So I think that we're in the beginning of this area here. Right.
Wow. Yeah, I like this.
So
I like that
we still got a long way to go up, y'all.
This is probably the most
long way to go up. It could be November, and that is a year. Yeah.
This is the most important chart, you guys.
A lot can happen in a year. Yeah.
For sure. This is the most important chart for us to check every week, dude. Every week we're going to check in. We're going to call this the Remora top signal. This is the Remora top signal chart, and it's also not just the top signal. This is the cycle where you're getting at. This chart really works for everything, actually, because this will kind of give you the zoom out on your position and remind you. Let's call it the reminder chart too, like remind you where you are in the scope of things. And that's why I love zooming out, man. It always makes me feel better to zoom out. I always think at the end we should always zoom out. Maybe the last chart we look at should always be the zoom out.
Right. Look at the last chart. Right. So based off of everything that we have, man, we know that this, the top could be in 1 year from now. Top can be 1 year from now. We're just now getting over our previous all-time high. And we're far away on that RSI, man. We still have a lot of room to go. A lot of room to go. I'm actually going to, let's see. I'm going to mark this area right here.
1,065 days, which is, that's dead on with the last 2 cycles, like you said, completely dead on. I mean, it's off by 1 day. That's crazy.
Yeah. Isn't it, dude? It is
It's like
crazy, man.
it's
And
like
and then you look at the volume. Yeah, look at the volume, man. Like the volume
There's no volume.
hasn't done shit, dude. When you're
And
comparing it
you
to
know
the
what
previous
else, dude?
cycles, man, there's 0 volume, and we've already moved up this much. Yeah.
Think about this too. Without full disclosure on our numbers, because we have 14,000 people watching us right now, which is very low for us. But the price of Bitcoin and the elections and the sentiment, everyone on the news was talking about Wall Street pumping, but they were also talking about Bitcoin a little bit. And you got everybody talking about Bitcoin. But when you say everybody, you know what's interesting? You know what we need to do? We need to do this, Wes. We need to freaking pull up Google Trends, and we got to start using that shit, because Google Trends is let me pull this up real quick. Let me pull this up.
I've been trying to find those, and I can't. Like, I think we're gonna have to pay for something like that. I have looked everywhere, man. Sierra, let me do Lux Algo really fast, dude.
Yeah, no, pull it up. Go ahead.
Lux Algo, guys. Lux Algo. So Lux Algo is, what the hell is going on here? Price targets on the daily in an uptrend. Everything is still bullish. Everything's still bullish. And then our first target. Oh shit. Hold on. There it is. Look at this, Siri. Look at our first target on Lux, man. Look at that.
Let me zoom in. Where? 80,000, 82? Oh, the first one's at 77, huh? 77, right at 77.
Oh shit. Boom.
Yeah, well, yeah, 77, which is exactly where we are. Look at that perfect freaking call, dude.
Exactly.
Perfect call.
Dude, look where Lux Algo put that first take profit.
Okay, and the cool off
we
is
haven't even gotten
68,000
yet.
The red line at the bottom is at what number?
So we have. That's a stop loss. I don't think we're going there.
That's the negative side of things. Oh my god.
Yeah, if in the second take profit's going to be 81.2. It was 83 or 84 the other day, and it's come down a little bit. So I'm trusting Lux Algo, man. It usually hits these things spot on, dude. Spot on. So yeah, there's that fair value gap. Actually, it did put a fair value gap right there. That's going to be 72,484.
That's at 72 level again, showing up.
Yeah,
build it as support,
which would
dude.
be around this closing. Yeah,
which would be beautiful, you guys. If you guys are watching, you're saying, "Oh, we don't want to do that."
We could come back down to 72. Yeah, it could liquidate all the longs, and then we come up and hit that 78 to liquidate the shorts, and then we hit that second take profit at 81.2. So that's kind of what I'm going off of right now. But every indication is saying that we're still bullish and we're still looking good. Our next target 81.2. Let's go.
So what I was saying is, we only have a couple of heads watching on YouTube. We do have our Twitter crowd hanging with us, which is usual, but our numbers are way low, you guys. For normals, just for sentiment, numbers are extremely low.
Yeah,
I think Bitcoin not hitting the 83 to 86 yet, but hitting the 76, we're all thrilled. We're having a great time, right? But the reality is the world is still sleeping. So here, check this out, Wes. This is Google Trends, and this is Bitcoin searches. This is what, now don't look at these dots. These dots are projected, so you can't really look at these projections.
That's the projection, right?
That's a projection. This is where you are right now, though. But look at this. This is where you were in March 3rd, 2024. This was March. Okay. This was March 3rd through 9th, 2024. I'd like to see where Bitcoin's price was at that date.
Yeah, zoom out. Zoom out to you see where it says past 12 months?
Yeah.
Above you. You can do
Past
the
5 years. Past 5 years.
Let's do that.
Let's look at that.
Yeah, this is a massive. Yeah.
Okay, so this is look at this. Let's see if it shows their tops. Let's see, what is that? It's a little glitchy. It won't let me pick the top of the damn. All right, this is 2021 May. So that was right in the middle of the bull run when searches for Bitcoin are up on Google. But as you can see, this is the low. This is the bear market. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. You're getting a little bit of a spike here, but until you're up around this territory between 75 and 100, this is top signal territory right here, right? All these, this is when everyone's searching, January 2021, everyone's buying Dogecoin, Doji. This one you had a little bit. I think this is right before FTX. This is when Tom Brady was shilling shit right around here in 2022. This is that little mini run we had, Wes, that's when we were making money on radium and shit right around here, right? So now you had a bear market. Nobody gave a crap about Bitcoin, but look at this sudden surge in Bitcoin searches again. So you are getting interest, right? But look at, again, how much room you have to run before retail is actually in here. Retail is not here yet. Look at this. This is where you need to be in this territory for retail to be like, oh my God, Bitcoin, let me Google it. So
it'll go up even more this time.
This is bullish to know that we're at $76,000 Bitcoin and the searches are still this low on the overall chart. I think is a very good thing, but the last 30 days, you can see it's actually had a cool off November 6th. Well, I guess that's still whatever. That's still today or a day or so ago. But look at that. So you had that. You're having the cool off again. This is interesting to see because this is what people are actually searching.
It is.
So it is. It's nice to see what people are looking at.
But 2004 to present.
Let's see here. Well, yeah, I just wanted to point this out real quick. So you bottomed out here, which is still very, very low for the what it is. They're projecting here. This little dot says November 3rd to November 9th. So that's the next couple of days.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see that Google Trends is actually predicting that you're going to keep spiking up for these searches on Bitcoin. How does Google know that? How does Google Trends know that? Right? Because Google is the most tapped into freaking software in the world, right? Everybody's on their computer searching what they're looking at, market sentiment, all of this shit. So that is bullish as hell, but it's also showing you that you're early, you're catching the wave early. So that looks very good in my opinion. But let's look at the one Wes wanted to look at, 2004 to present. And this is Bitcoin searches. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
Look at this.
When was that? That's 2017, dude. That's insane.
Look at that. Okay, so there's your spike. There's your that's your 2017 November. Bull run. And this is your freaking 2020. This is it.
2017.
This is your freaking 2020 run, dude. This is when we got in right here. We rode this. That was our first entry into crypto right here. Boom. And that you're telling me we only hit that on freaking surges and that bull run versus 27. Look at 2017 spike versus 2020. Holy shit.
That's wild, dude.
That right there.
Why is it so much bigger like that?
Because I think in 2020 you had COVID, bro. You think about it. We had COVID. You had all this shit going on. People were not really like, oh, what's Bitcoin? People were like, oh, what is COVID? It's like the world shut down. You had a lot of shit going on in 2020, right? So I think that that's what this little pause was. And I said that. I've made several comments about how I think there was a lot more to do with the virus that shall not be named that had a lot more to do with a lot of things. But I'm not going to put the tinfoil hat on. But look at that sudden plug on the cap. It's like, nope, stop that. Don't worry about what Bitcoin is. Do not research this. It's almost like it had someone turn the switch off right there, right? It's like, nope, turn it off. And forget about it. And then you had a spike, and now it's like they're doing the same thing. They're kind of trying to hide it. You know, BlackRock, Fidelity, these guys don't want you searching this shit. They want to have the IRAs so they can sell them to you. So this is, I think we're headed for another one of these for this bull run, Wes. I think you're going to see Google Trends hit 100 on this bull run. I think you are going to see this go from here to here. And if you're paying attention now, if you're watching the stream now, yes, GMB, I agree with you 100%. But if you're here now and this is where we are, sure. Dude, like we ain't even started yet, Wes. Like that's how early I think we are. So we'll keep an eye on Google Trends search. You know what? Actually, before we do that, let's do this, Wes. Let's look up Ethereum too, just for shits and giggles. So let's look up ETH. Let's see ETH's Google Trends.
Dude, I love this website.
So check this out. Let's do the 2004 to present. Okay, that is it. So ETH is even more slept on, right? ETH looks like it had its spike. So ETH had its dominant spike in 2020, which would make sense because that's when ETH really made its moves happen, and that's kind of when me and you also were discovering ETH. So that kind of makes sense to me. That makes sense. But now what doesn't make sense?
Look how low it's at right now.
I know people are sleeping on ETH, bro.
Dude, I'm loading up, man.
All right, hold on. Now that we got this pulled up, let's look at Solana now, right? We got to look at Solana. You can't look at ETH and not look at Solana. Let's pull up Solana. Let's see what Solana's doing, dude. Let's see what Solana does.
Oh, that bit's probably way up there, dude.
Let's see Solana. 2004 to present. Yeah, look at the retail searches on that, bro. Retail's getting smarter. Retail, the little guys ain't come no more. All right, yeah, that's a good.
I want to see Sui and Aptos.
Let's see Sui.
Because look how stagnant Solana was for so long, dude.
Let's see. Okay, this is 2004 to present, which Sui is still fairly brand. Look at this thing.
Yeah.
Getting a little bit of a run, not much. You had a spike back here. What is this? I don't like the dots on this. I wish it would show me the dot at the top.
Yeah, I don't know.
There it is. January 2023. January 2023. It's just picky where you move the mouse, I guess. So, yeah, January 2023, you had a top out. That was when we were farming for the airdrop that we never friggin' got.
That's Sui, right?
Yeah. Let's look at Aptos.
All right,
Aptos. Let's check out Aptos.
We've gotten decent viewers on YouTube, man. Not too bad, man. Throughout the show.
Yeah, it's picking up a little bit. I think it's maybe because we got 600 viewers on YouTube right now. We got 1,300 on X.
Yeah, dude, I'm feeling good about both of these, man. As far as holds go.
Wait, what is this? Does this make sense to you though? How come this?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Why is this one starting out? Aptos is in bed with Google here. Aptos is like, yeah, we're getting searches. Something happened. Something's weird with that.
This goes. It probably just does that. I don't know, man. Maybe somebody accidentally spelled it wrong or something.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to see if Aptos blockchain chart's a little different. Yeah, okay.
There we go. There we go.
This is a little different. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you had a search.
Way down too.
When the hell was that search? December 2017? October.
That's probably when they were talking about it. Like people were searching. There's probably whispers about it.
This may be the trade to make, dude. Like I was saying last week, talking about opening a long on Aptos. Look at this. Starting to get some attention. Yeah, Sui blockchain. Let's do Sui blockchain because that might have been confusing. Let's see. I'm sitting here typing it. The shit was already on the screen. Ooh, look at this.
Ooh,
well, Sui just had that run too. Sui just had that run, remember? So they're projecting it to fall. This is pretty cool, man. I
do
like
like
how they're
that.
projecting that. That's pretty wild. Just another way to kind of look at the market. So in other words, the counter trade would be to short Sui and to long Aptos because
Yeah,
you know
going
if you
off of this.
going off of this longing Aptos, there's no attention on it right now, and you guys, you know, you want to put attention on the projects when no one's looking at them because that's how you get ahead of the curve. Look at this. Look how low Aptos was. Look at this shit. That
Yeah.
was in September,
Yeah.
bro. It was dead
Yeah.
bottom, nothing, no one. And now you're starting to get a little bit of a move November 2024. Yeah, that's in 1 month. So you could easily come back up here again. Now that's who's to say. Like I said, this thing is hard as hell to trade, bro. I was trying to look at it yesterday to trade it, and today a little bit. And you see this chop shit on the searches. It looks exactly the same on the chart. Like trying to trade it is like, it's not easy, bro. Like that. I think VC and I think big money are actually really looking at Aptos, and I think that's why. A longer term low leverage long would be better for Aptos than trying to do a short term high leverage. I would open a long with low leverage and let it cook for a little bit. No pun intended. What else do we want to look at on the search, dude? ADA?
Yeah, look up ADA.
Let's see. Well, that's pretty interesting. Nice bottom on ADA blockchain as well. You know what? Instead of ADA, let me put Cardano instead of ADA just because. Just to see, you know, actually people typing in Cardano blockchain. Okay, look at this, still bottomed out. So this is pretty interesting. Just hit a bottom, just coming off of the bottom. And that looks like 2020. Yeah, 2021 pump. 2017 back here. So your 2017 run, 2020, fell all the way to the bottom, bear market. Bam, you just hit the rock bottom, June 2024. July, August, September. So here we are, November, and we're just about right here on Cardano. So this Cardano could get another nice mega run for Google searches, which brings more eyes, dude. That's a good chart. That's a good looking chart for ADA.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right, GMB. Later, bro.
GMB, you have a good night. We will see you next week. So interesting just playing around on Google Trends. You know, if you guys are just tuning in, that's what we're looking at. We're just trying to see what people are looking up and searching. But definitely something else. That's just another tool in our tool belt that we can kind of keep an eye on is Google Trends. Definitely the Crypto Remora chart, our emergency chart that Wes just had up, which is amazing in my opinion. Wes designed that. And I'll tell you right now, that chart is probably my favorite chart that we have, period. Like that chart is a very clean chart. We need to be sharing that a lot more. And I think that it shows everything you need for the bull run. It shows everything that was in the past. It shows you where Bitcoin came from, where Ethereum came from, and it shows you where it's going. And it also shows you your get in and get out levels. It shows you your warning levels. So yeah. I think we need to bring that up.
That's what we have to
every
go
week.
off of, man.
Every week we should have that.
We need to pay attention to fundamentals like we were just looking at, Google trend searches. We need to look at previous top and bottom signals that haven't failed yet. And we're going to go off of them, man, until they fail. I mean, what's the point in trying to deviate from that? Another thing, Siri, I actually wanted to share this too. I forgot to show you this.
Here, one more search before you pull that up, because this is what everyone said. Coinbase, when Coinbase is the number one downloaded app, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
So we need to look at Coinbase because Coinbase shows us, you know, oh, look at this. This is bullish. Look at this. We ain't even doing
They'll go to like the top 5, dude.
Look at this, dude. Not even close. No one even cares. No one cares yet. So if you think that we ain't got more room to run, this is very bullish, you guys. This is very good to
Yes,
see.
dude. So looking at the chart that we've created, our long-term chart, looking at the Google trend searches, I mean, dude, it's all saying that we have a long way to go. This is just getting started, man. And it's gonna start off with the Trump team, man. That was so bullish. Very bullish, man. So I'm excited about that. I wanted to show you this too because there's some good tools on here to look at. And then we can jump off. But if you scroll down here, so this is the coin, a tab, like a homepage, a dashboard or whatever. If you scroll down, man, all of this stuff is here. Pi cycle top indicator. Boom, right there. With it or whatever, and to look at it or whatever. But yeah, all this stuff, man. All this stuff. You got your fear and greed here, MACD, visual screener, the rainbow chart. We've all seen this chart.
Boy, he caught flack for that chart, didn't he?
Right. So we got a rainbow chart here. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
But it's really not been invalidated, in my opinion. It's still a valid chart, the rainbow chart.
Everybody was mad because we didn't go up into the red, like we probably would have, man, if it wasn't for
all the shady stuff going
Terra
on.
Luna and FTX. Like we probably would have went in there. But look at this price then. So if we went back into the red from where we are now,
$642,000.
yeah,
is this a bubble
territory?
Is this a bubble at 250?
Yeah.
275 is my call.
480, 358. So I'm looking at 140. What did I say? 140 to 180 or something? I don't know, man. And I know that's very conservative.
Oh, you're being very conservative, my friend.
But this is all I know right here.
We're going to 275.
Dude, that only puts it
we're going
that puts it in the hold, right? That puts it in, is this a bubble? Is that what you were saying?
I'm saying we get above, is this a bubble? Whatever color that is. I'd like to know what color.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff on here.
That is badass.
Let's see. Yeah, I like it, man. I like it. But I mean, all this stuff, this is what we have to go off of. I don't know what color that is, man. It's like
it's
in between yellow and orange.
FOMO intensifies, so it would be FOMO intensifies is a little higher than my call. So, dude, all right, I'm still saying 275 is 275 is conservative for the euphoric top of this market, bro. I'm almost convinced we hit it.
Definitely do it, man.
Year. I'm convinced, bro, that we're gonna hit that without a problem. Like,
oh, here's his stock to flow model. That's his stock to flow model right here. Why is my shit doing that, dude? That's the old infamous stock to flow right there. That would put, so his stock to flow has got us at $421,000 for a Bitcoin.
Jesus Christ. Almost $500,000. It's almost $500,000 Bitcoin right there.
Pure multiple.
And you know, everyone will say, oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. But here's the thing. We were telling you at $17,000 to buy Bitcoin, and that was less than 1 year ago. For people that are just tuning in, less than 1 year ago, Crypto Remora was calling the bottom at 17.
Yeah.
And we were telling you that this is the opportunity. This is when you want to get in. A lot of people did not listen. A lot of people did not think we were going to get this far. But I'm telling you right now, if you think that this is the freaking top, I don't think so.
Got another thing coming.
You got another thing coming, Jack. Not after looking at all those searches and Google Trends. And I mean, you got freaking Elon Musk about to shill the crap out of Dogecoin again. Yeah, dude. Stanky Lank at $12.
This is where the cycle top.
Ooh, I like that one. That one shows you where the fear and greed was during the runs. That's cool as shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that. That shows you in real time. That's cool. Ooh, look at that. So the greed got around 77.
Oh, it was maxed out, dude. Crypto fear and greed.
95.
95.
Holy crap.
95, dude. That was that false top right here. And so it probably would have went all the way to 100.
Where was it at the bottom after that first top on 2020? On the 2020.
So it goes back from 2018.
Like that first, the first top in 2020 and then that crash, the bottom.
2020?
Yeah, right there where you're go to the bottom of that first crash, like after it went to the top and then came down. And then before it went up to the second top, it went all the way down real low.
It's at 12. Went all the way down to 12. 10. 10 is the lowest in that area right there.
Wow.
So that was when Bitcoin went to 35. Yeah.
So when it came down to 35,000, everybody was panicking. So in retrospect,
yeah.
Where are we at right now? Like, where is the fear and greed right now?
It is at 75 right now.
75.
It's in the greed. Yeah, it's in the greed.
That doesn't really tell me shit, though. It's like it does, but it doesn't, because it's like we still got room to run. But, people are being greedy right now because people are buying. I get it, all-time highs. It makes sense for it to be in the greed. Is that enough information by itself to tell us what to do? Absolutely not. It just says, yeah, you got about 25 more to go because people are going to get psycho. Like greed has to mean psycho greed for the market to really go nuts. It's like, nah, push it up to 95 because that's how humans are. It's like, nah, let's get nuts. Like nobody knows how to really take it mediocre with investments. Right now, maybe we're at that mediocre range. So, yeah, we're not even close to the euphoria range yet.
The golden ratio.
Yeah, that's pretty badass, dude.
Golden ratio puts... Okay, the second upper band is 115,000, but that's lagging, I think. That's where we're at right now. What is it? I think it's saying that hell, I'd have to look into this, man. I think it's saying the fair value of it, maybe. Like this is what it should be. I mean, it's a moving average, so
63,000 is that what it was saying? It's a little scary.
I'm gonna zoom this in right here.
Oh, by the way, another win that I had was the Robinhood win. I bet the double odds, the futures contracts for Trump. So, yeah, but they don't pay out until January 1st. So, which I think is a little weird. If they already called the winner of the freaking presidency and you bet and that's the winner, why do you got to wait till January 1st? Because they're thinking, well, he might not make it there. Like, God forbid. I take that back. I shouldn't say that. But you know what I'm saying? Just weird that Robinhood's going to hold your funds until then if they've already declared the winner, It's like you should pay those contracts out. That's the only thing I don't necessarily agree with that. And I didn't notice that until after I had already opened those futures contracts. So, someone wanted me to ask if any viewers are out there and you're familiar with the Robinhood IRA. I've been using Robinhood for a long time. I love Robinhood, but if you know anything about the IRAs, I have a friend of mine that is interested in transitioning their IRA over to Robinhood. So if anyone knows anything about that in the comments, please leave a comment or comment on our Twitter. Let us know if you know anything, if you recommend it or not. 250 plus pro crypto congressmen and women elected in 2024, Holmes says. That is
dude.
bullish in and of itself. This administration coming in is pro crypto. Whether you're left or right, if you're crypto, you should be happy right now with Trump and his team because all of his team hold crypto. So even if you hate Trump, get over yourself because Vivek Ramaswamy, Elon Musk, freaking Robert Kennedy, Tulsi Gabbard, they're all pro Bitcoin and pro crypto. So, change your mind or, and I also encourage people too, to look a little bit further. Trump may not be perfect, but as a businessman, he's done fairly well. And the media has smeared him over the last freaking bunch of years. So you got to take everything you see with a grain of salt. No one knows the real truth of what goes on behind closed doors. But I will say, out of the teams versus Kamala versus Trump for being pro crypto, if you are still, anti-Trump, it's okay to feel that way, but I just encourage you to do a little more research, dig a little bit deeper. Don't take everything you hear as truth, because everything you hear is not truth. You hear a lot of BS in the world, and you got to sift through it. So, but let's be honest, dude. This administration that's been in has not done good things for crypto. It's just been one freaking bad thing after another. So if you're coming in, you're upset about the Trump Kamala thing, look at the positive side. It might not have been the candidate you wanted, but the positive side is, like I said, everyone around Trump is pro crypto. So your bags are going to be a lot safer. Your bags are going to be a lot safer with Trump, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Even Elon, let's just go with just Elon. The fact that Elon's backing him and Elon's with Doge, it's like, go on crypto Twitter and you'll see all the accounts that Elon interacts with. Doge designer, that's one of the biggest accounts he talks back with all the time. And that's a straight up crypto shill account. So, cheer up, man. If you're bummed out about the Trump thing, cheer up, because if you're in crypto, focus on the positive. That's the one thing I could say to cheer up people that are upset about the results. For the people that are happy about the results, be even happier, because that's another reason yet again. So I think it's a win-win for crypto. I think it was news we needed. But at the end of the day, leaving on a positive note, you guys, I made a couple comments on Twitter. I don't think I did any on Facebook, but at the end of the day, I think the most important thing is we're Americans and we need to treat each other that way. Stop dividing. Stop letting the stupid divide, right? Yes, it felt good to win, quote unquote, if you were voting for Trump, but you don't rub at people's nose in it, right? You don't need to do that. Don't be an asshole. You still have people you care about and love. So remember that you're an American first. You're not a Democrat or a Republican first. You're a freaking American first, and we're all Americans. We should all love our country. We should all love our freedom. Everyone should have the right to choose what the hell they want. So that's the most important thing, that we have our freedom and we have the right to think and say what we want. You should be allowed to say what the hell you want. This is America. So I think we should all be thankful for that. And I think we should move forward in a positive way, and everybody should be hopeful for the future. And that's my soapbox speech for the night.
Well said, man. Well said. You got anything else you want to go over?
Bro, I think we hit
done.
I think we hit a lot of topics that we need to hit. We looked at the low caps. We talked about taking profits. We scolded our people and let them know to pay attention and be careful. But we also let you know this is very early, so don't get too noited. I think I learned my own lesson tonight. Was like, maybe I need to hodl a couple of bags still. Just chill a little bit. I don't have to get so crazy.
It's gonna get intense, man. It's gonna get intense, guys. Especially if this is your first bull market like this. It gets intense, man. You're gonna want to very emotional, man. It's hard to keep your emotions in check, because we're gonna wake up a lot of days and say, "Oh my God, the market's pumping. I'm a freaking genius," and then you want to ride it all the way up to the top, and you think you're gonna snipe the top, and it doesn't happen, man. So I think we got a good strategy. I think we got a good plan with the fundamentals that we're going to be, paying attention to, the charts that we're going to be looking at. Don't have a lot to go off of, with new all-time high territory. So we're going to do what we can to let you guys know where we think the top is going to be and what are the moves that we're going to be making. So yeah, I'm excited, man. Got a lot of time left in this market, and I'm very, very excited for it.
That being
And
said,
then
Wes,
guys, yeah.
we should just real quick, we should give our price. Even though we don't have any data, we still should hold each other accountable and give ourselves up and down price targets. You guys,
Okay,
right now,
what's yours?
my best call, is down at 72 for a cool off. 77, like Wes is saying. But right now, to be honest with you, I think we're going to see some consolidation. So what I really think over the next week is going to happen, I think we're going to go from 75, 77, 75. I think we're going to get a little bit of boring action for maybe 3 to 5 days. And then I think we're going to rock it up to 83, 86,000. That's what I think is going to happen. I don't think we're going to get any drastic up or down. I think it's going to be a little sideways next 3 to 5 days. And then very soon, 86,000 though. That's my next move. Could go down to 72 on the lowest side of things, but it's not looking very likely. It looks like Total Global's holding like a beast, dude. 2.680. It's held there this whole stream. It's not really moved. It hasn't gone down. No money's left. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Sideways then up.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with we're gonna go to 77 to 78 within the next couple of hours, even maybe by the time we wake up. 78,000, and then I'm gonna say maybe a drop down to 74. If we lose 74, then 72. But I do think after 74 or 72, I think we continue up.
And I like that.
I think that's what I'm gonna stick with.
I like that call too. I like that call. That's probably what's going to happen, just based on the levels of what we looked at.
Probably what's gonna happen.
It is probably what's going to happen, and that's good, because if it goes down, if it goes to 77, right, it gives me a little bit of extra time. Maybe we get one more little mini altcoin run, right? Maybe I'll do a couple more take profits, and at this point, I am looking forward to the pullbacks. I got bull mode hat on. So now that I'm actually being responsible and rolling into stables already, like, because I have some stables now, it's weird. My shift is now like, I'm not being a bear, but I'm just in the back of my head, I feel so much better about a pullback now, because I'm like, shit, dude, I've already pulled out. Like, I'm good. Now the problem is going to be maintaining that stable coin thing, right? Cryptos R Us says keep 20% of your total in stables at all times. So the problem is going to be, you're going to have to continually do that, right? Continually keep some stables. Can I do that? That's the question. Am I going to be able to do that? That's going to be my goal for this bull run. I'm going to try to maintain between 10 and 20% stables at all times, so that when we have these corrections, I can make proper moves. And we'll see how it goes. But today was my first step in doing that. And I feel pretty good that I did it, man.
That's awesome.
I did good too. Everything that I pulled out went down 10, 20% after I did it. That was a little bit of confirmation for me.
That feels good,
that was a good move. Oh, that was freaking great.
That felt great, dude.
Because I pulled out right before the drop, and I'm like, damn, dude, that was a good little move. But now, of course, I'm biting my teeth going, damn, was that too soon? But dude, it's in stables. So really, is it a loss? It's not a loss. If you miss it, if you pull in profits, you're not losing. That's you're not losing. So I think it was a good win. And we're gonna keep each other accountable for that, and we're gonna hold you guys accountable. You guys watching the Crypto Remora, we're gonna drag you into the real stuff, and this is the real stuff, because this is how you actually make it.
Yeah, we're not stopping, guys. We're not stopping, man. We're just only gonna keep progressing and trying to evolve the show and keep it coming, and trying to get on board as many people as we can. Like, we love doing this, man. So with that said, man, I think that's gonna do it for tonight. Guys, go check out the CryptoRemora.com, man. We need to get some merch soon, man. Get some merch up in this mug. The CryptoRemora.com, all of our links are there. If you're a trader, go check out. What the hell's the trader we use? Siri, what do we use?
We use Blowfin. We use Blowfin. We use Treasure.
Blowfin.
If you go to the CryptoRemora.com is the best site, because if you go to the CryptoRemora.com, it's the easiest thing to remember, right?
Everything.
Not only is it the easiest thing to remember, but it's got all of our links there, so you can find YouTube, Twitter, Rumble, our Blowfin links, our Treasure links, pretty much everything. But again, I encourage you, if you guys are on YouTube, and it looks like some of you guys are, majority is on X. Shout out to the X fam. But for the ones on YouTube watching, I strongly encourage you, if you're interested in this kind of content, make yourself an X account. Follow the lists that we have on there. Follow us. Make sure you're following safe people. There's a lot of scams. Be careful. But yeah, make sure you're following the right people and going on X, because that is where crypto lives. And Elon is only going to make it more intense.
Yeah. Reach out to us too, man. Any questions? Any of you new? If you're new to the markets, reach out to us, man. We'll respond and vibe with you.
And keep in mind,
that's gonna do it, man.
Elon's got the money transmitter licenses, so
yeah, it's coming, man. It's coming.
It's trading.
Follow us, guys. Follow us at the Crypto Remora. Follow Siri at Siri Crypto, and follow myself at Crypto MacGyver. Much love, guys. Till next time. Peace out. We'll see y'all on Monday. See y'all Monday at 12.
Monday morning. Be there, be square. Don't panic, sell your crypto.
All right, Siri. Peace, man.